Because this man, Ricky Carmichael, has pretty much put it out of reach once again here in 2006.
Well, these are the whoops right here that sort of make or break how you do at Millville. If you're
the best there is, and perhaps the best there ever was. A lot of people are saying that already.
Millville, Minnesota. A track that's built legends and wrecked plenty of egos along the way. It's got bottomless sand whoops, brutal hills, and deep ruts that'll grab your front wheel and end your day in a heartbeat. But in 2006, none of that even mattered. The second moto wasn't just tough, it was straight up survival. And in the middle of the chaos, Ricky Carmichael put on a show that didn't even seem real. He didn't just win, he lapped the entire field. Every single rider. How do you even do that?
There is no joy in Millville today for anybody but Ricky Carmichael, and he's showing plenty of it. He's got to be pretty happy out there, not only having fun, but winning big, laps the field.
What led to one of the most ridiculous performances in motocross history? And why do people still talk about this race nearly 2 decades later? Let's break it all down.
Because this man, Ricky Carmichael, has pretty much put it out of reach once again here in 2006.
those 2 sets of sand whoops, and the rest of the track very rutted. Gets rough, gets choppy, a lot of sand.
Before the mud took over and turned the second moto into absolute chaos, we got a preview of what was coming. In the first moto, James Stewart got out front early, looking like he was about to check out. Chad Reed was right there with him, and Carmichael, buried in the pack after a mediocre start.
He's already made up one spot. As James Stewart is out in front, and here comes Carmichael railing around the outside. Did he just pass 2 and now 3 riders in one turn? I believe he did.
For a few laps, it looked like we might actually get a battle. Stewart was flowing, Reed was keeping him honest, and Carmichael had some work to do. But just when things were heating up, Stewart washed the front end and hit the deck.
Oh, and now not looking so good. Keeps it running.
Got those fingers on the clutch. Yep.
No, he's not. The bike did stall. Gets it fired and returns to the racetrack, but only after losing a bunch of positions.
Reed took the lead, but it didn't last long. His bike started sounding off. Turns out, he was dealing with a mechanical issue that cost him power. And when you've got bike issues with Ricky Carmichael breathing down your neck, you might as well be a sitting duck.
Side by side through the whoops, that's how much better Ricky Carmichael is in the notorious Spring Creek whoops. Takes over the lead and made it look easy.
Carmichael took full advantage, made the pass, and that was that. Another moto win, another step closer to wrapping up the title. But as impressive as it was, nothing could have prepared anyone for what was coming next.
Some fans are doing their imitation of an otter. Aaron Bates to explain what happened.
We'll take a look at this. It's an absolute mess. A downpour came down. These guys are dealing with probably a foot of mud. As you can see, they're digging out a hole, trying to get themselves some traction to get a good start.
By the time the gate dropped for Moto 2, the track was already wrecked. But the real disaster started in the 250 Moto 2. A late race downpour turned rough conditions into an all-out mud pit, drowning the track in water and carving trenches deep enough to trap bikes. What was tough before was now brutal. Deep ruts, bottomless puddles, and 0 clean lines. This wasn't about speed anymore. It was about survival.
This is out on the clutches here. The whole shot award's going to go to a hero this time around, and around the outside it is Ricky Carmichael.
Carmichael got it. You know, these guys' goggles are done after one straightaway.
Carmichael got the whole shot. And in conditions like this, that was everything. A clear track meant clean goggles at least for a lap or 2, better lines, and less risk of getting trapped in the sludge. Stewart slotted into second, trying to hang on, while the rest of the field fought just to stay upright.
Carmichael out in front with James Stewart in second position. And wow, what a mess. I mean, if it was a Chinese fire drill, now it's a crapshoot.
Stewart stayed close early, but Carmichael was working smarter, not harder. He wasn't trying to dominate the mud, he was just losing less time to it. While others were getting sucked into deep ruts or spinning their wheels, he stayed loose, kept his momentum, and picked better lines. It wasn't perfect, nobody was. He made fewer mistakes, and that was all it took to keep pulling away.
take a look at this. When you thought luck was bad, it just got a whole lot rougher for Chad Reed. Seems as though he's pulled over on the very first lap, getting his mechanics to hand him a new set of goggles, new set of gloves. He can barely hold on to the grips.
Then the real chaos started. After just one lap, Chad Reed pulled off to swap goggles and gloves. His grips were covered in mud, and he couldn't see a thing. He got back on the track, but the damage was done. Heading into a deep, rutted corner, he lost control, tipped over, and buried the bike. Just like that, he was stuck.
Second position just creeping down the hill. We're used to seeing James going way.
Seconds later, Stewart came in, trying to adjust his line at the last moment. But there was nowhere to go. Reed's bike was blocking the best path, and the deep mud and slick conditions sucked him in. The number 7 was trapped right alongside the number 22.
Riders in the world have just sort of parked it together and can only look on in frustration.
How over it are those two guys? They're just like, dude, I don't know, I'm stuck. What are you doing?
Yeah.
People rushed in, trying to free the bikes, but it was no use. This wasn't just a bad moto. This was a disaster. The two biggest threats to Carmichael were at the back of the pack.
Problems. Now he's looking a little more like everybody else and quite a bit like the world. What a mess! Look at this!
Hey, we need some circus music.
Meanwhile, Carmichael was in his own world. While Stewart and Reed were trying to just stay upright, Ricky kept clicking off laps. He was over 20 seconds faster a lap than the second fastest guy. One by one, he started lapping riders. First the privateers, then the top 10, then the top 5.
At that moment, Carmichael broke another AMA motocross record.
Ricky Carmichael comes down the hill.
And then, history. With just a few laps to go, Carmichael caught second-place David Villemin. Not to battle, not to pass for position, but to lap him. In one of the worst mud races in motocross history, Ricky Carmichael had lapped the entire field.
Villemin, who's running second right now, so Carmichael has lapped the entire field. Millville. Here, there is no joy in Millville today for anybody but Ricky Carmichael, and he's showing plenty of it. He's got to be pretty happy out there, not only having fun, but winning big, laps the field.
This wasn't just dominance. This was something nobody had ever seen before. Carmichael didn't just beat the best in the world that day, he made them look like amateurs. It was one of the most legendary performances in motocross history.
Well, they got a little error with the front wheel over the finish jump.
And he sets another record, lapping second place.
Fans waiting at the podium for the awards, and
For sure, I was terrible in the mud, and you know what? Just the hard work of Eldon Baker and me, gave me a lot of strength, upper body, and the whole body, actually. And
What just happened at Millville wasn't normal. It wasn't just another win. Ricky Carmichael had taken one of the gnarliest mud races in motocross history and turned it into a masterclass. He didn't just beat his competition, he erased them.
Stewart has been deducted a position for getting this outside help, so indeed the officials have added insult to the injury. He probably is just about...
Stewart and Reed, they were supposed to be the only ones capable of challenging him. Instead, they were stuck in the mud, literally, while Carmichael lapped the entire field. Their race was over before it even really started.
Yeah, that's, I'd be ashamed, but that's Ricky. He's unreal. So especially with this, those conditions, and when he passed me on the last lap, I saw he was riding like almost he was dry. He was, and I was doing my own race. I was happy to be second. Kind of a little ashamed to get a lap down, but I was actually happy. I was getting tired, so I had one lap left.
Even Villemin, who finished second, could only shake his head. He knew what had just happened. Everyone did. This was something different. Riders were barely making it around the track, some just hoping to survive. But Carmichael? He thrived in the chaos. He didn't need to push this hard. His championship lead was safe, and his legacy was already set. But at Millville, he sent a message. The GOAT wasn't done yet, and no one, no mud, no competition, was stopping him that day.
Carmichael railing around the outside. Did he just pass 2 and now 3 riders in one turn? I believe he did. In a way, here they go side by side up the big hill. He looks over, gives him a little kick out, and on the gas passes Millsaps up the hill for third position. Side by side through the whoops. That's how much better Ricky Carmichael is in the notorious Spring Creek whoops. Takes over the lead and made it look easy. Heads up on that one as Carmichael appears to be on his way to an easy win here in Moto number 1. And showing us once again, who's the man? He's the man.
This race didn't just add to his legacy, it became part of it. When people talk about the most dominant performances in motocross history, this one always comes up. No one had done it before, no one has done it since. To see some more epic moments from another motocross icon, make sure you check out this video on James Stewart. The GOAT didn't just win, he did something that may never happen again. Thanks for watching. Let us know down in the comments what are some of your favorite moments from Ricky Carmichael's career. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on our next wicked video.